Hello everyone, let's do today's daily. Looks like we have Empires Tuesday, so only one expansion. You can take a look at the full kingdom there. Okay, so trashing is Temple. That's the only thinning of any sort. There's quite a bit of draw. Settlers Bustling Village can draw with some restrictions. Encampment, of course, can draw. Quartermaster, or City Quarter can draw. And I'm thinking that's probably going to be our main source of draw, because over time, like we're gonna be adding a lot of action cards to the deck, and that's how City Quarter draws. It's also the village. There's some disappearing coin in Villa, Gladiator, Emporium, potentially Chariots Race. A lot of Alt VP, Plunder, Castles, big payload and Fortune. So this definitely looks like a big building kingdom. Plus buy in Villa, Fortune, Farmers Market. Like there's nothing that we don't have here. Conquest is also plus buy, although you're loading your deck with tons of silvers. There's no convenient way to draw past those. I mean, big draw is big draw with City Quarter, right? A windfall even might be something to do. There's no trash for benefit. We can't trash those golds into anything. But adding 3 golds to the deck is 9 money, and then doubling it with Fortune, that's like adding 18 money to the deck if we're in a good state of draw. The weak thing here is the trashing. Temple is okay at trashing, 2 cards per, up to 3 cards per play. Early in the game is going to be 2 cards, right? It's going to be a copper and an estate. Yeah, we have 7 copper. Copper and an estate at best. But then early in the game, when you're doing that, you're probably not buying anything that turn, except maybe, well, there's a decent number of cheap cards here, so maybe. I don't see any trickery with returning to the action phase. The only benefit I can see about returning to action phase is maybe a very small number of things, and they're pretty marginal. Like buy a villa and then put it into play immediately, and that might give you the 5th action card to buy Emporium for 2. But chances are, if we're making 3 plus 5 money in a turn and Emporium is revealed, we probably already have 5 action cards in play. Another would be we've drawn our entire deck, but we still have some Chariot Races in hand. We could buy an expensive card, buy a villa, and then play the Chariot Race to reveal that expensive card for a victory point. But it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty marginal. So what are we opening here? Almost certainly a Temple. And then it could be Settlers, Encampment, Chariot Race. I've had some bad experiences with Chariot Race in the last few weeks in online games. People just absolutely spam them. It's like, if you get lucky, it's super strong. If you get unlucky, it's an absolute dud. Been a lot of conversation about this card in Discord the last couple months. Anyway, yeah, we'll open Temple, and should we get a silver, or we want to thin aggressively so that City Quarter can start to draw. So maybe it's temple encampment. That encampment's not going to stick around. It's definitely going to be temple first. So why don't I just do that? Let's see what the AI does. Chariot race. You know, if you let the opponent get way more chariot races than you, that's quite the edge. You know, if they get like 5 chariot races in their deck early on and you've got only 1 or 2, they're probably getting like a couple VP per turn on average. Like the cards there's nothing expensive here in some sense, right? There's nothing expensive that we want, certainly not early on. So the silver doesn't really do much for us. I'm happy, more than happy to buy just about any of these 2-cost cards. But a lot of these are not doing anything for us. Settlers is maybe a lab if we get it not on turn 3 or 5. Encampment is a one-time. I don't know. I think I might just follow suit and take a chariot race. Yeah, so they think the same. Another chariot race. We're not going to have village for a little while. Okay, this isn't too bad. So then settlers or encampment. Probably encampment. Hold on. If I had another turn before shuffling and I had 2, I would probably take encampment because then I could squeeze in a terminal and be slightly less worried about terminal collision. Oh, Villa allows us to avoid terminal collision. Maybe. Like in some cases. I think settlers is going to be useless eventually. Well, it'll take us a long time to get rid of these coppers, won't it? Right? It's minimum 7 plays of temple. But when we're drawing deck, settlers is kind of useless. There's no discard attacks or anything like that. I'm going to start with... No. Okay, so down there, I have encampment, 3 copper, and temple. I actually think I don't want to play the encampment down there because then my temple misses the shuffle. So maybe I'll just trash 1 copper and then that will mean I'll have 2 next turn. With 2 next turn, I could take another encampment. I think I might just take another encampment now. Then we each have 2. I'm not playing mine because I don't want Temple to miss. I'll trash a copper and maybe buy the last one if it's still there. Okay, I'll buy the last one. There's a very small chance we hit 5 next turn. Well, they could cover it up. They could cover it up though. Can they hit 5? They have a gladiator, but it's in their discard pile. I don't know where their temple is. So that's... why do they have 7 cards in the discard pile? Because they just haven't shuffled in a while? That should be their 5 cards from last hand. Plus the gladiator that they just bought. Oh, 6 cards from last hand. Okay, so their temple is in hand. Their temple is either in their hand or down here. In which case, they're not... if they want to trash, they're not likely to hit 5. City quarter. Encampment means this misses the shuffle. But I want the temple. I might have to get rid of some encampments here. I've trashed 2 coppers, so I have 5 pure money. That means there's... I would have to burn a lot of encampments. What do I have down there? It's a temple, 2 coppers, and 2 encampments. That's a copper. I don't think I'm playing this. Well, hold on. I have 5 money in my deck plus chariot race stuff. If I play these encampments, I lose them, but I need to add some money into my deck, don't I? Maybe I should just do it. Cool. I think that's about the worst thing I could have hoped for. Now my temple is down here without any estates in hand. That's temple copper 2 encampment. I need something that can give me money. Gladiator. I don't know, but because Farmer's Market at least also gives a buy. I could do Villa. Oh wait, no. Play the city quarter. Encampment. Chariot race. They didn't buy anything though, because they had so much debt. So I have estate on top. My only other card that's more expensive is a chariot race or farmer's market. Two estates, chariots race, farmer's market. I think I play the encampment first to give me a better chance of the top card not being a 2. Okay, well they had a copper anyway. So I do have a farmer's market, but now I have no village. And down there, I think I have copper, chariot race, farmer's market. Maybe it's time for city quarter. It'll be my village. It'll be decent draw. Oh, look at the points on temple. Maybe I take a temple. Trash it later. I want those points. Nice. I'm really low on money now, so maybe I just take city quarter. Oh, hold on. Farmer's market. Buy villa. Trash temple. Then it makes my farmer's market stronger. I'm the only one with farmer's market. It makes it stronger. And I do have the village stuff going on now, but not really any draw. Do I want to take all the debt? Yeah. Farmer's market and encampment. Played a temple. I might just keep these coppers for now. We can probably draw through them this turn for sure. I have a copper on top, so let's do this first. Okay. They took another farmer's market, huh? Ooh. Would it be stupid to windfall? If I windfall, I can get rid of more coppers. My chariot races will be better. My draw is a little worse in that case, but with the windfall, if I do draw, I have so much buying power. I should probably take this. In theory, we can pay off all the debt next turn pretty easily if we draw. Oops. Okay, fortune is opened. This will draw 3 cards. What is that? Is it another chariot race? I wouldn't mind giving my chariot races at least some chance to hit. Okay, so there's a pretty good chance to hit now, just not copper. Thank you. If there are 4 or more, take them. Wait a minute. I think I might have... Did this draw... Was it limited? Was it only going to draw 3 cards, or could I have drawn more? I might have been able to villa, buy something, and then draw it with that city quarter. That might have been a mistake. I'll have to watch out for that later. So I don't know if I would rather have the points or the buying power later. I'll probably, yeah. Okie dokie. I have golds, so encampment is great now. Look at the temple again. I don't want the AI to get those points. So let's get a temple. And we'll look to take fortune next turn. So is this just triple encampment? No. How about double encampment farmer's market? Oh, damn it. I lost track of my buys. That was bad. Okay, so we're not, it's impossible to beat that. Chariot race for me is now useless. Okay. So we'll just trash. We're drawing very well, so I don't worry about this copper too much. What I'll do is I'll buy some... Oh, I only have 1 buy. Let's go... I guess we need to play that. We can't fortune and then villa and draw it. So maybe we don't take fortune this turn because we still don't have that many buys. So maybe it's farmer's market, villa. Could do windfall villa. Windfall villa by fortune. Yeah, I want to get more farmers markets now. Those are going to give me a lot of buying power and okay, that's too bad. Well, look at this. I definitely want at least 1 city quarter. My next hand has a gold, a city quarter, an encampment or 2, a villa and a temple. But I need more buys. How about 2 farmers markets and a city quarter? Well, I don't really need a lot of money now. I just need the buys. So how about 2 villas and a city quarter? We might even be able to get more than that because of the because of this business. I have a huge lead. Temple on top. It means I'll play encampment first. They don't have a fortune yet. They'll probably get one very soon though. No, just a windfall. Plunder city quarter. What was the last card? Well, what's on top for them? Farmer's market. It might be a villa. Oh, it's a gold. Okay, so so I can gain stuff. I can buy 4 things. I can buy 3 things in a villa and then draw it up. I might be able to end the game here. I don't know if I have enough buys or whatever, but how about 3 farmers markets and a villa? Draw it all up. What can I do now? 3 plunder, villa. No, 2 plunder and a villa and draw it up. And this is probably enough to win, right? This will give me a point. Cool. Oh, it's already over. I forgot there was a third pile. I thought city quarter was going to be the last pile. Yeah. Finally, back in the win column. I could imagine this going very much the opposite way. You know, if I top deck a copper and the AI plays a bunch of chariot races, that's just like a massive lead. And I don't know how many times my chariot race actually hit. I wasn't keeping track of that. I know it was like there were a few times in the early game. I don't know how much of a difference it made in terms of like my decisions to buy things. But yeah, I think towards the end here, a big thing to watch out for is don't preemptively overdraw with city quarters. Or don't waste overdraw with city quarters. You can buy stuff, then return to action phase with villa, and then draw the thing you just bought with a city quarter. I mean, you saw me pile out. That's what allowed me to pile out on this turn. I wonder if turn 16 is very slow for this. I was also hardly paying attention to the potential 3 pile at all, because I don't know when it was, but at one point I looked at the score. I had 16 tokens, and I think the AI had like 4 or 5. So again, I was a combination of getting lucky with chariot race and maybe I was trashing with the temple more often. I picked up, I think, 14 points in total from just buying temples. I found in the past that the AI actually nabs those points off of temple like earlier than I would expect to. So the fact that I saw it once at 6 and once at 8 was pretty surprising. It's possible that they just didn't have extra buys to sacrifice on. It's not a wasted buy, but it's almost like greening earlier than you'd like, except that you can thin out that temple and not lose the points. Anyway, they also didn't get a fortune. I'm surprised about. The AI has a habit of, in fact, getting more than 1 fortune. So, fine. Losing streak over. It's about time. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think if I win every single day for the rest of the month, this is still pretty close to my worst single month performance in Daily Dominion. But anyway, maybe some of you can learn from what I've done. Thanks for watching.